Carlos Alcaraz returned to the grass courts of London with a sense of mission, a sense of memory, and a sense of momentum. Just 9 days removed from his epic, emotionally draining 5-set triumph over Jannik Sinner at Roland Garros, the Spaniard stepped back into competition, and onto a very different surface, as the top seed at Queen's Club. But if anyone thought fatigue, surface change, or lack of rhythm would cause him to stumble early, they were swiftly reminded of who they were watching. The reigning Wimbledon champion, back on grass for the first time since lifting the trophy at Centre Court last July, overcame Australia's Adam Walton in a straight sets battle that was far tighter than the scoreline might suggest, 6-4, 7-6, 7 quarters. The challenge wasn't unexpected. Alcaraz knew this wouldn't be a stroll in the garden. And Walton, a lucky loser who seized his opportunity after Alejandro Davidovich Fokina withdrew due to illness, came to play like a man with nothing to lose and everything to prove. Alcaraz started with intensity, breaking in the 7th game to claim the first set. But Walton wasn't here to be a footnote in the Spaniard's campaign. The Australian rallied, upped his level, and even carved out 2 golden set points in the second set. The Queen's crowd gasped, the tension rose, but Alcaraz, with the poise of a Grand Slam champion, saved both points and forced the tiebreak. The tiebreak was a declaration of intent. Alcaraz lifted, Walton resisted, but the Spaniard's flair, footwork, and fearless aggression sealed the deal. After match point, Alcaraz scrawled, "Grass season, here we go." On the courtside camera lens, a signal not just to the fans, but perhaps to his rivals as well. He felt the love from the London crowd. "First match on grass is never easy," he said, sweat glistening on his brow, the grass beneath his shoes still unfamiliar. "But you guys helped me through it." He acknowledged the mental and physical toll of his French Open run, revealing he'd stepped away from the court to recharge. "I needed to reset," he admitted. "Today I felt good. There's a lot to improve, timing, movement, but I'm happy." Alcaraz's words rang with humility, but his game spoke louder. The serve had pop. The forehand crackled. The drop shots teased. The recovery speed, still dazzling. For all that grass might be his least natural surface, the 21-year-old is quickly rewriting that narrative with every confident step he takes on the lawns of England. Elsewhere on the courts of West London, another star shone just as brightly. British second seed Jack Draper delivered a clinical performance, sweeping past American Jenson Brooksby 6-3, 6-1 in less than an hour. Draper, who has already etched his name into Queen's Club folklore with wins over top players including Sinner and Alcaraz in past years, looked every inch a man in form. The lefty served brilliantly, winning an eye-popping 93% of his first serve points and never once facing a break. He moved like a panther, served like a sniper, and played like a man fully aware of the expectations that come with playing at home. "Feels amazing, no place I'd rather be," Draper said after the match. There was emotion in his voice, the kind that only comes from playing in front of family, friends, and fans who've watched his journey. "We travel all year, barely get to come home. To play in front of my people, thank you." For Draper, the Queen's Club represents more than a tournament, it's a proving ground. He captured his first grass court title in Stuttgart last year and seems determined to make 2025 another year of progress. He'll next face Alexei Popyrin, who defeated compatriot Alexander Vukic in a spirited all-Aussie affair. But the biggest upset of the day arrived on the Andy Murray Arena. Czech world number 30 Jiri Lehecka stunned the crowd, and 5th seed Alex de Minaur, with a composed, commanding 6-4, 6-2 win. De Minaur, a finalist at Queen's in 2023 and a perpetual threat on grass, looked a step slow and a shot short. Lehecka, meanwhile, looked like a man enjoying the chaos of the surface. He was aggressive on return, confident in the rally, and never let de Minaur settle. It was a statement win, one that suggests he could be a dangerous floater in the draw as the week unfolds. With Alcaraz, Draper, and Lehecka advancing, the Queen's Club has already given fans plenty to chew on. But the storylines are only beginning to unfold. For Alcaraz, the grass season is a new chapter, but also an extension of a growing legacy. Last year, he showed the tennis world that grass courts aren't just for veterans. He won Wimbledon with youth, swagger, and an all-court game that left even Novak Djokovic reeling. Now, with another major under his belt and the momentum of Paris behind him, the question is not whether he can adapt, it's how long it will take before he takes over. For Draper, the home spotlight is a double-edged sword. The love is real, but so is the pressure. Yet every forehand he hits with conviction, every hold he defends with grit, makes it seem like he's ready for that next breakthrough moment. And for Lehecka, the grass might be less familiar, but the hunger is unmistakable. Upsetting a top seed in the first round doesn't guarantee a deep run, but it sends a message: no one is safe, and no match is predictable. Queen's Club has always been the elegant prelude to the madness of Wimbledon. The strawberries and cream, the afternoon shadows on the grass, the polite roars of the London crowd, it all builds towards something bigger. And while the top seeds navigate slippery footing, tricky opponents, and their own expectations, the fans are being treated to a feast of talent, drama, and ambition. Carlos Alcaraz came through a test. He passed. Jack Draper took the court. He conquered. Jiri Lehecka walked in as an underdog. He left as a threat. And the grass beneath their feet, it whispered, as it always does in June, the road to glory is green.